How long were you here in Washington before you realized that Washington had a problem? And then the Washington Wilkes Informer came along.
I would say because everybody was just, staying in their house because of COVID, businesses were closed down. I would venture to say it was about a year, maybe 9 months or a year. I mean, we read the newspaper at that time. Sparky still had the newspaper. But I don't think there were city council meetings in person.
I'm glad you mentioned that because a lot of people in the community see the Washington Wilkes Informer and they think that replaced the Washington News Reporter, but I tell them that no, there's two separate entities.
Yeah, I actually, when Sparky was selling the newspaper, I had met with him because I wrote a letter to the editor one time, and I had to pay for it because I think, it was too long or something. And so I met with Sparky, and he'd mentioned he was trying to sell it. So he sold it to a young gentleman named Michael. I can't remember his last name, who had it for a little while. Yeah. But I think it was the first city council meeting I went to that it was just eye-opening, I guess I would say. I mean, coming here and not knowing anybody, not knowing anything about Washington. I mean, obviously I could see driving through the town that there's a part of town where things seem different, and that's predominantly where the African Americans in the community live. I mean, I noticed that, but I didn't make assumptions about why or anything like that. And certainly I learned about American history and things about the South. But then I knew that, a lot of the things, there's bias, and sometimes history in the South in schools is taught a little bit differently than the North. And so I tried to have a really open mind. I approached pretty much any place I've lived or gone I'm a very curious person, and I just want to learn about, places and people. And certainly I'm not someone to come in and tell a community or anybody how they should live or be or anything like that.